Having you. Right then, don't know how well this is picking this up. I've just basically lifted the net up to this end. As you can see, there shouldn't be anything in there. Shouldn't really be anything in there other than maybe Daphnia. If I've missed a fish, I'm in there as well. But I wanted to do this to have a quick look at what I've got, and to be fair, I think I've only seen 2 fish so far, but that don't mean to say that's all we've got. Now, as you can appreciate, this net is pretty rammed of Daphnia. They're basically all over the place. Don't know if you're picking it up. But yeah, there's more Daphnia in here than anything else, which at the end of the day, it's the food. Well, these big ones, they are the food for the fish. Little fish just down here, they are the food for the fish. It's the young Daphnia were the food for the fish. There's also a mosquito larvae and whatever else in here. It's absolutely alive, this water is at the minute. So, I mean, I don't know if you're getting them. There's a little fry down there. I don't know. I'm going to have a look at this. Swimming about in the Daphnia. The Daphnia ain't going to hurt the fish. The Daphnia are blind as well. The only thing I'm a bit concerned about is that there was a couple of water shrimps what went in here, and well, the fish seem fewer and far between, if I'm honest. And I'm noticing, such as here, when I disturb the bottom, there is a lot of dead ones. I'm wondering if these water shrimp are basically finishing them off, killing them, sucking the blood, whatever they're doing. I don't know, I ain't sure. They're like the sort of things what you'd find in, I don't know, a multi-bay filter, I suppose. You ask people what they are and they just say free food, because nobody really got a clue. I'll just class them as water shrimp. They're very tiny. They're about, I don't know, 8 or 9 mil long, and they absolutely fly around. If I could find one, I'd show you. But I've only seen really a few, if I'm honest, and I'm wondering whether it's worth keeping this net in for the ones I've got. I mean, they're still really small, that's the trouble. They're about a fortnight old and they're still really small. I should really, at this stage, have them in a bowl and be looking at them, but trouble is, like I said, he's bloody finding them in this net. That's the hard bit. I mean, it's absolutely caked, you can see it. Nah, I was a bit conscious that the water were getting through here, so what I've done, I put a zip tie around the inlet over there, and I've put the net over the inlet, so I'm guaranteed that the water is coming straight in the net. But that gets clogged and I think I'm going to have to get the fry nets out, the picking nets, and have a look and see what I can pick out of here. But yeah, get that lot. And if you get any, swarms of Daphnia. That's the key, my friends, that's the key. Get the Daphnia growing. There ain't many fish. That one there looks like it's dying on the top. Can you see that? Looks like it's dying on the top. I've got red eyes as well, which I don't know where the red eyes have come from. Maybe off the chags, I've never took notice. It's trying to swim. Just down here, just on the end of my finger. You can probably see him if I put my hand in. Probably see him now. Actually lying on the top. What to do? I'd like to get the net out. I'd like to change the net. So I've got another one which is cleaner. I think I'd probably do better in the other net. Don't know what to think, if I'm honest. Anybody else got any suggestions? Throw them up at me. Because this net is, well, it's basically clogged with algae, which ain't hard when you look at these nets. I mean, they well, tiny mesh, 0.5 mil the mesh is. So you can imagine, even the Daphnia can't get through, so you can imagine how small they are. Some of these white ones in here. So, do I scoop out what I've got in here? And do I replace the net? That's what I'm thinking. And then I can get rid of this net, get it jet washed off, and get them in the net, which is half the size. It's around about the size of that area there. Because there ain't that many fry. Because, like I said, my missus don't really know this yet, but probably being another spawn, a controlled one this time with a bit of luck. Some of these bloody Daphnia are bigger than the fry. Little darkened down there. I don't know if y'all see it on here. I think it's casting too much of a shadow. But yeah, I mean, I have got to get some of this sludge out to get the fry. And I think the amount of sludge what's in this part now is probably going to be a lot less detrimental than what the rest of the net is, because the rest of the net ain't good. Plus, I did have fish under here. I don't even know if they're still there. I've put the UV on, as I said. I don't even know if the fish are still here. That water's moving with the Daphnia there. That little white fry over there is having a go at it. I don't know how many's in here. If I had to guess, I don't know. There might be 100, there might not. There might not. So I think I'm going to have a fish about and see what I can find. Catch you later. Right, you're going to have to forgive me, one-handed. I've decided to take the net out of this small tank because I'd only got about half a dozen fry. And the missus come up with the idea of putting them in with the Daphnia, so that's what we've done. I've decided then, in the blue vat, where me last year's grow ones are, to bring them out and bring them in this tank here for the time being. And just to show you, there's one of the shearos, around about 4 inches long at the minute. One of the smaller ones, I've just put some of the bigger ones in, but that's just to demonstrate what I've got. Vic's just netting up as best as I can in green water. Dip and scoop, dip and scoop. So we'll have a look at this one now. Not the best net, but we'll be off to get another one. Right then, we've got to swap hands now. Sorry about my fingers. Okay, what we got here? Shower. Again, round about the same size, 4 inches. These are all my own breads from last year. So yeah, nice quality to be fair for the first shower spawning. Some of them are really nice. So there's a little shower. There's a guy who's approached me for some of the Shiro Atsuris. Here's one of my bigger showers, just in the bowl. So the bowl, I think, is a 9-inch bowl. So yeah, let him settle down a minute. So the bowl's about a 9-inch bowl. So there you go. You can tell that's what I've got. That's one of my bigger ones. Again, heavy on the sume, which is, it's a shame really. Could do with a bit more Benny on him. But these are ones I selected to keep myself, and they've been sitting in some Alperex because they was a bit stressed being in the other pond with the bigger fish. So yeah, don't want to mess about with them too long because the bowl's only small. Now this water is proper green, as you can see, so I'm hoping this water's going to do them some good. This is proper conditioned as well. I had a friend of mine around this morning to fetch the tanks. He'll probably be watching this, and I think he was quite surprised on how conditioned and how green and how many Daphnia was in this water. But I got him out earlier. As I said, I could only find half a dozen fry alive. So yeah, right, there's another bowl. Shower and a Hiatsuri, which he looks very white again on the mucus. They've been in Alperex for a week, so I'm hoping that that's done the job. The skin quality on that shower there is lovely, if I'm honest. That's probably one of my better examples, but the skin quality is lovely. So I think it's best to get them out of that vat and get them into this tank, which is about the sort of size I'm used to. Yeah, there's a big difference in the fish. You know, you've got some, as Vic's netting one up now. So here's another Atsuri, which there's no way on God's earth as I'm writing this one off. If you look at it, there's Motoguru in both pecks. He has got a split fin, and there's a lot of underlying sumi on it. So young fish like this, lot to do. Yeah, happy days. That one again, around about 7 to 8 inches. This is a 9-inch bowl, so I hope you're seeing them all right. So there you go. He's gone. Just thought I'd. I mean, I've put probably half a dozen in already without documenting it, but. I said to my missus, I said to Vic, I said, you know what, I should really be filming this and just showing people what I achieved last year. These were all raised as well on Daphnia. The year before I spawned Sankey and Showa, tried to raise them on brine shrimp and, well, lost a lot, if I'm honest. So the Daphnia is a lot better. Well, I found it a lot better. Some people might argue. Again, nice little Atsuri here. Skin quality on this one again. Really nice. Still a lot to do. Bit stumpy, if I'm honest. Around about 4 inches. Bit stumpy, but the pattern sells it, and what a body. Look at the body on that for a 4-inch fish. Go knock it, can you? So yeah, let's get him in 18 degrees worth of water, and see if we can get some growth on him. I'm 16 in there at the minute. But it's like I ain't messing about with them. Again, the temperature, if they're going up in temperature, then 99% of the time they're okay. Filters are already mature anyway. There was some fish in here, what I put under the net when I put the spawning net in. What do you say, Vic? You know, this is the one Vic likes. I'm a little bit lively. Again, around about 5 inches, knocking 6. This one. Shiro Tsuri again, no red, no Benny at all. It's a nice face pattern, nice head pattern, nice staggered pattern down the body as well. Hey, some of these might be coming up for sale later on this year. Depends on what happens and what we do. But in the meantime, I'm going in the green. I'm going in the green water. Now it were all shower, what I've kept. There was also a Deutz in the mix, which I've got. Some, I don't know what you class them as, armoured scaled I suppose. So there is some armoured scaled somewhere. I ain't come across one yet, but yeah, I'll just show you now this bowl the difference in what we got. Now, just for keepsake, I tried a Shiro Muji to see what they come out like. Oh, here's one. Here's an armoured scale, little Kawaku. It's only small. It's only small, about 2 inches. Don't know if you get in there on the film. See the scaleage? Armoured scale Kawaku. There's 2 or 3 of them in there. It's actually got a line of black coming down its towards its dorsal. It's Shiro Muji, i.e. basically a whitefish. Whitefish, no markings, there's a lot of them. Shower spawning throws a lot of them. In the green, so I'm coming out of green, which is, to be fair, about 20 minutes ago I changed 200 litres of water in that green, that blue vat. So that's fresh, almost fresh water. Then I'll put some of this green water in there, and in a minute I'm going to be pumping that back into here. Right then, again, Shiro Tsuri and little Kawaku, one step Kawaku. Nice pattern, nice pattern on it. Don't think this is one of them scaled ones. No, fully scaled normal Kawaku. So yeah, mate, Cuttlebrook and Adam Boyer's got nothing on me, mate, I tell you. I might not have the numbers, but I've got the quality. Here's Vic catching butterflies. Oh, gotta watch this, they'll come on me yet again. Have you got one yet? Scoop and lift. I've got one. Nice and dark, and that might be the whole reason I went in the vat. That one. If you remember, I documented it on a couple of videos ago, and I had a really rough one. This was the one, and as you can see, yeah, he's still got a little bit of mucus on him. But he's a hell of a lot better. I think it's this one. Very dark Hiyatsuri. Little bit of mucus build up again. I reckon that the Alprex has done its job. If not, I can always put some in this tank, not a problem. But again, really nice fish. Dark, but really nice. Nice little bit of sumi coming on the head. Yeah, looking nice there. Looking nice. So, sorry if I'm boring you. If I'm boring you, I gotta watch it, have you? Watch something else. Go and watch Teletubbies or something, or Baby Shark, whatever. So, do apologise if I'm boring you. But yeah, I just thought I'd get them on film, a few of them, just to show you. Vince, if you're watching, mate, this is what you got to be getting, kid. That's what you got to be getting. Nice little Kawaku, two step with the pattern. Again, very lively fish. I'd have been gutted if I'd have lost these, if I'm honest. A lot of nice Kawakus were sold as well. But I kept what I liked. I had a Kawaku lover. Oh, phone's in the water. I had a Kawaku lover. But there you go, we got a dead one. There you go, we got one dead. You sure? So we got a dead one. Right. You know what, these phones are wrecked, are they? I'm gonna have to get my GoPro out one of the days, I think. Get my GoPro out and start using it. I've got a camcorder as well, and I don't know how to use that either. Let's have a look what we got here. I could do with turning the phone around really, but how's that? Hiyatsuri, sorry, not Shiro. Hiyatsuri, around about 6 inches. Nice big body. A bloke actually asked me how I got him so fat, so I just feed him. They get plenty of food. You know what I mean? So, have a nice body on him. Always going to be a bonus. Away you go. Enjoy the green. Don't know how many fish in here now because there was some in here under the net, as I said. There was about half a dozen in here. Nice little Shiro as well. But I don't know how many I got in here now. I had some little Tanchos as well. Little Tancho Kawakus, but because I had a Kawaku fan, I got rid of them. I don't know if I kept one actually. Right, another little I class this as a Kindai shower. That's what I class that as. I don't know if anybody else would. Somebody's probably going to argue and say no, it is just a shower. But I'd class that as a Kindai because there's very little pattern on it. And yeah, it's got a red head. So I wouldn't class it as Tancho. But I'll class it as Kindai. Now when that black, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the black underline on that, when that comes through, it's going to be a nice pattern. But again, it's only about 4 inches. 4 inches. Yeah, they're all growing at different rates. So picture that wall, one of my big ones actually. Away he goes. Any more? Still netting. Right, so I'm going to document everything, but it's give you an idea of what we've got. I'm more worried about this framework dropping on my head again like it did the other day and give me a clunk. Again, Shiro Tsuri. I'm going to be in the sunlight. The sun's going down a bit down now. So Shiro Tsuri, around about 6 to 7 inches maybe. If you want to work in centimetres, I don't know, 15 cm. But again, nice skin, nice pattern, nice underlying sume. Absolutely no benny on it at all. You can see the menweg underlying on the head. It's also, there's a lot of moustache ones as well, which have got moustaches. I don't know if we've seen Tosh. They're the best net. I could do with a zip tie on the net to shallow it up. Like I said, I've got a small pan net somewhere. I don't know if I threw it away. You couldn't move it through the water. How's that for a Kawaku? That's a stunner, eh? That for a pattern on there. Imagine that, it's about 60 cm. Oh. It needs to break on the nose though. It looks as though it is going to. Looks as though it's going to break on the nose. But I hope I'm getting these all right for you. It looks as though it's going to break on the nose. Around about 5 inches that one. Ooh, 12 cm, whatever, 13 cm. I don't know. No. This is running on an easy pod. You can see my 2 black barrels there. That's my water change water. I've only refilled them up just. So I did one the other day. The first time I'd used the barrels, and the sun was on them like this. And when I come to do a water change on the evening, I've got 18 degrees in here, and I've got 26 degrees in there. So yeah, I'm just gutted now. I put this white stuff around the outside because I think that stops a lot of the heat. How are we looking, Vic? Am I getting fewer now? Getting fewer and fewer. What they seem to do is grab the bottom of the net under the feet. Try it that way. Actually, I think this one might have been the rough one. When I documented it last week, and it was like it got white on the edge of the scales. That big, the Atsuri, this one. Okay, little shower. Going to be a black one then, it's going to be a dark one. But yeah, I think that might have been. Yeah, I'm sure it is because it's one-sided. I'm sure it is. There you go. Small, the shower's around about, I don't know, 3 inches. He's hardly aggroed a lot. He's got to a certain stage and stopped, and the other one's about 6 inches. That's about it. I'm going to document now more because we're going to crack on and get him in. I'll catch you later. Oh, by the way, got the Birmingham growing show tomorrow. Might put it on the end of this. In a bit, eh? Before you say it now, I ain't going to do another filter clean video. No. Just let you know I'm just cleaning the bottle out on this. And what I'm going to do is that blue vat, that blue vat, I'm going to pump the water out of that vat down there into here because it's still got the Alperex in, even though it's going to be weak for this tank. I might add to it. We'll see how they get on over a week. I know what to do about leaving the water green, but as you can see, it is proper shitty green. That ain't dirt, that's just green water, that is. I mean, there ain't that much. That much crap coming up. So it's been boiling about 10 minutes now. What I do with this is I empty it, it goes down a black pipe and ends up going on the grass. My missus don't, I'm very happy about it. But I've got no drainage. Well, I have under my feet, down here somewhere. There's a green pipe runs all the way down here. See that green pipe there? There's a piece there all the way under the ground. So, there you go. Right. So you've had a quick sneak preview of my Litlands in a bowl. That's probably the closest I've really ever looked at them. And just them sort of breaking water every now and again. I hope they're happy. I hope they're going to start jumping. They should be happier in here, in all fairness. But I haven't tested the water yet. I'll get it all done and then I'll test it to see what we got. I've got 200 litres of fresh bubbling away anyway. They'll be ready tomorrow. But as I said, I've got the Birmingham show and grow tomorrow morning, and then we should be up about dinner time, and then I can have a look at what to do. But I'll test the water again in a bit. I'll let you know the results anyway in a bit. Right, I've just done a test. I've got a pH. My pH is off the scale, 9. So pH is, I mean, I've chucked it away now, but the pH is off the 9, but the KH is 5. So the KH is okay. That's been there now about 10 minutes. Nitrite, pretty much non-existent. Well, it is, basically, non-existent. Ammonia has been there 10 to 15 minutes. Again, according to this, non-existent. So there's only my pH, which is high, which might change, especially when I do a water check, a water change rather. So yeah, there's the tank. That's nearly empty now. Let me just zoom it out. That's nearly empty now. Tests are all looking okay. I don't bother with the GH because I don't think it's worth it. The nitrate, no, I don't think that's worth it either because it's green. But the pH is high. So there's my water tests. Catch you in a bit. Just for the record, nitrate. Can't see a lot in that, can you? Yeah, you can know I'm here with this green water. So there you go. Just for the record. Never stops, does it? In the shed now, doing this one. Second bubble up for this one. I don't know if I do it different to other people because I do the first bubble and I'll eat like 3 or 4 minutes. You know what I mean? Just they kick all the shit up and let the K1 start turning, and then I'll empty it. And then the second bubble, I'll leave it a bit longer. But I don't think you need to kick all the shit up and leave it bubbling in it for a while. And I watched one the other day, and yes, you do need your water level coming over there. Reason being, it cleans the middle out. Otherwise, you'll get a build up of crap in the middle, and it goes straight down your pipe and either straight back into the pond or over the shower. So yeah, there you go. Right then, never ending. Still got that to sort out as well. They seem happy enough in there though. They've been up feeding. So right, there you go. Catch you in a bit.